The persistent downpour was the ultimate spoilsport on day 5 of the Nottingham Test. Team India and Indian fans were left gutted after day 5 ended in complete washout. The visitors were handsomely placed to land the first punch in the 5-match Test series. All they required was 157 runs with 9 wickets in hand, but sadly, the city of Robin Hood was drenched in rain on Sunday and the Battle of Trent Bridge ended in a draw. To talk more on India's performance in the first Test match and Team India's chances of winning the series, I have with me today former India cricketer and Hyderabad legend, Venkatapati Raju sir. So, sir, welcome to News 9 and thank you for joining us in this live interaction today.
Thank you very much.
So, sir, my first question to you is, the first Test match ended in a draw, as we all know. In your opinion, what were the key takeaways for Team India?
Yeah, we are the #1 team in the world, right? And then it was nice to see somebody like a Bumrah coming back. It's not easy coming back after an injury. So we could see that rushness in his bowling. But then the way he started off bowling, the first over where he got a wicket. So that made a lot of difference. And then we saw the way he was bowling. He was looking like he could pick up wicket in every over he bowled. So that's the most important sign for this particular Indian team, because to win matches, you have to pick 20 wickets. And then the way he bowled, I think that's going to be the key for the rest of the series.
So Team India's middle order is a sign of worry for the rest of the series. The big three are not at all firing at the moment. We saw Virat Kohli again, Nick won in the first ball, and also Cheteshwar Pujara and Ajinkya Rahane struggling for form. What do India and the Indian team management need to change in order for them to start scoring runs?
I think our captain has been a little vocal about it. Like he has been saying that the middle order. But then if you see the series before this in Australia, the big guys were not there, but those Rahane and Pujara took the responsibility and won a series for us, right? So they're all class players, and then the attitude probably to win a match you need to score a little quicker. Pujara is a guy who stays there, and then he is a guy who is more like an anchor who controls. So probably I think to win matches you have to give more time for the bowlers also. So the concern is these guys have set up the standard high, the bar is so high. So people expect them to perform and get big scores almost every match. I think we are a little harsh on them. So they're class players.
Do you think Ravichandran Ashwin should be picked ahead of Ravindra Jadeja? And if so, then what about the crucial runs which Ravindra Jadeja offers lower down the order?
He's more like a support bowler, right? Now, any spinner who goes to England, especially on these wickets, you're more like a support bowler. So we all know that Ashwin is a classy spinner. He's picked up so many wickets. But like you rightly said, probably on those pitches, you need a batting all-rounder. So we can say Jadeja is more of a batting all-rounder when they go. So I think they went, we all feel disappointed when somebody who has got more than 400 wickets sitting on. So there were a lot of discussions. We being players, we are in the comm box, we discussed so much. But then again, it goes to the team.
Yeah. So now moving on to the batting, sir. So KL Rahul, who played his first Test match in 2 years, batted exceedingly well as an opener. So should India continue with Rahul as the second half of the opening pair with Rohit, or should Mayank Agarwal or Shaw take his place moving forward into the series? In that case, KL Rahul can drop down to the number 5 position and he can replace Rahane, which again a very important batting position where India is not able to score runs.
So whenever KL Rahul is in the 15, that option is always available, right? We have been seeing that any form of cricket, let it be T20s, let it be 50 overs, white ball cricket and red ball cricket. But now we should not forget he started as an opener for India with red ball, right? And he was very consistent, and people know he's a class player. That he already showed us on these difficult conditions. So for me, he is the #1 opening batsman. But as of now, he should be the #1 opening batsman. Because opening we saw when the conditions were difficult, with the ease he played. But if he would have got out early, you can imagine what the score would have been.
So again, how significant, according to you, he is going to prove if India wants to win a series in England after 14 years? The last time they were able to win a series in England was under Rahul Dravid's captaincy in 2007. So how do you see Jasprit Bumrah's role?
Yeah, 2007, you're talking about, I was a selector that time. So we were happy that won a series. And Bumrah, like you see, before the injury, right? His importance brings the best in the team, because he, along with him, we got Shami, we got Siraj coming in, then you have Ishant Sharma, all these, and Umesh Yadav, they all come in, but Bumrah is the main strike bowler. Injuries, after injuries, coming back is not that easy, and that was very visible in World Test Championship. When he didn't perform, India could never win. So the moment he performs, India has got 90% of chances to win test matches. So that important is Bumrah for us. And it's nice that he's getting back that rhythm. But then see, he's such a smart guy. He knows how to go about. He knows where to put that effort. And he himself knows how important he is for this team. So I think we were only waiting for him to get that rhythm. There's no doubt about his bowling ability. So that rhythm came back, and we already saw 9 wickets in a match. So these are the key players for us. You want to win a test match or a test series, I think Bumrah will be our number one bowler.
So now coming to Cheteshwar Pujara, he was India's hero during the 2018-19 series against Australia down under. So, but again, his record in English conditions is discouraging to say the least, and he has been struggling. His numbers have gone down significantly.
Yeah.
So what do you think he needs to change in order to, reinstate his position as the wall of this current Indian team?
A little more positiveness, because he's got the skill. It's not that we all know he's got the skill. He's good enough to play 85 odd test matches, right? And we all know how important it is, because he plays the key role, right? The batting order revolves around him. So I think probably, or very surprisingly, I don't know why he goes into a shell, because he has all the ability. So patience is not a problem for him. It's only that mindset where he can be a little more dominant.
Definitely, I think it's just a matter of one innings that if he's just with that one knock away. So now, sir, coming to England's batting, again the top order failed, but that one man Joe Root, he continues to be a thorn in India's shoes all the time. So what do you think the Indian bowling lineup or the team management what could be the strategy to get to dismiss Joe Root early into the innings?
First and foremost, we should not be giving him too much strike. He's a very, very positive player, like KL Rahul. Whenever there's an opportunity, he doesn't miss on that. And being he's just 30, but he's already got more than 20 centuries. And then he's been performing all around the world. You see, he did well in Sri Lanka. He came back, and in India, when the conditions were good, he got those brilliant double hundred again. So he's the mainstay, and he's the most positive batsman. I think the only thing, you have to keep on boring him by not giving him more strike. And I think they may be planning, because we have Bumrah. Once Bumrah comes in, they might use Bumrah more when he is on strike.
So finally, sir, one last question from you. So you yourself were a left-arm spinner. So any suggestions for Ravindra Jadeja on how he can, be a good wicket-taking threat when it comes to, silencing the English opposition batsmen? Any suggestion for the left-arm spinner?
Yeah, he's been a main spinner along with Ashwin. He's been a main spinner, right? And the best part about Jadeja now is his batting ability. Fielding, we don't have to talk about his fielding anyway, but no, his batting ability. And then when the conditions are slightly helpful, he can be one of those dangerous bowlers. But with the pace he bowls in, so we can't judge much about Jadeja, because that wicket was not conducive for spinners. He could hardly bowl. So, but then when the conditions are there for him, he's a deadly skill he has got to take wickets. So we just hope that he keep continuing this way. And then see, left-arm spinner naturally, he's got more than 200 wickets, and then he can be a match winner.
So finally, sir, before we let you go, what is your final prediction? Who do you think will go on to win the series, and by what margin?
So there were a lot of discussions, right? We are in the com boxes, and then regional languages, and then English, Hindi. So there's a lot of experience in that particular room when we go and do a commentary. Yeah, right. So there've been a lot of discussion, and then the senior most, Mr. Gavaskar said India is going to win 4-1. So one is already gone. Yeah. So I think I'll be surprised if we don't win 2-0.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. It's a pleasure having an interaction with you. Hope to see you again and take your insights into the game once again. So thank you so much.